Hey folks, it's Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah, where positive energy works. And this is another one of our ask and answer sessions. So I had a customer come in the other day and she said, I'm not sure, but I think I've got a spirit in my house. My dog keeps looking over my shoulder and growling and sometimes even barking. And this has been going on now for about a week and it's new. And so how do I know if there's a spirit and what are they barking at? That is a great question. And a lot of times our pets, especially cats, can see the spirit realm much easier than we can. So you may be a little bit of a sensitive, but you may not actually see them or be aware of it. So the question is, what are they barking at? And is this a spirit behind me or what's going on? And the answer is, well, of course, I'm not there, so I can't say for sure, but it's likely that there is a spirit that your pet or your familiar is reacting to. So when I said that to her, she's like, oh, what do I do about that? And I'm like, well, first of all, settle down. We don't know what it is. And just like if you had a stranger come to your door, you would say, who are you and what do you want? I mean, you wouldn't just fling the door open and say, hey, come on in and, let's have dinner. You'd find out who they are. Well, the same thing is pretty much true for the spirit realm. So if you think that you have a spirit in your home and it's uninvited, then ask them, who are you? Who are you and what do you want? Just like if it was a strange human that walked into the house, okay? Now, a couple things will happen. They'll either tell you or they won't. Now, some of this you need to be perceptive in that they're not going to necessarily write you out a note. So you have to be aware of some subtle signs, use your intuition, listen to that inner voice. If they're unwilling or unable to tell you who they are and what they want, you need to put up your red flags. Just like if somebody you did not know wanted to come into your house, you'd be like, who are you and what do you want? Before you just let them come in. So that's the same that you'll want to do with the spirit realm. Let me tell you a little story. A long time ago, I was doing some affirmations and some visualizations about abundance. And the visualization was there's this long hallway and there's a bunch of doors and one of them has my name on it. Susan, this is my door. This is all of my stuff. And so I open up the door and it's just this beautiful, wonderful, treasure-filled room, just millions of dollars worth of gold and coins and treasure, okay? And this long banquet table, and there's all these wonderful dignitaries and beautiful light beings all sitting around, and they're like, come on in, Susan, this is all your stuff, this is your inheritance, okay? And so it's a lovely visualization, and I noticed after about doing it for about 2 weeks, there was a new entity, a new entity sitting at the table. And the entity had a cloak over their head, and so I couldn't really see it. And every time I'd get close, they'd kind of turn. And so I saw them there like 2 days in a row, and on the third day I said, who are you? And they didn't answer. And I'm like, okay. So on the next day, I questioned them again, who are you? And who are you and what do you want? And basically they said, Samael. Yeah, that's Samael. And so I'm like, okay, get up and get out. And I threw him out. So again, had they not answered me, I still would have thrown them out, because if they're unable or unwilling to tell you who they are and what they want, get out. Sorry, this is your home, this is your life, and you get to make that decision. Those are healthy boundaries, folks. So if your pet or familiar is seeing something, investigate it. Decide if you want to let them stay or not. I hope that message helps. Listen, this is Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah, where positive energy works. You got a story to tell? I'll bet you do. Put it in the descriptions below. Bye.